Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the official opening of Facebook's Papillion Data Center. I'm Jim Piazza. I'm Director of Data Center Operations at Facebook. I want to give a special welcome to Governor Ricketts and Mayor Black. You both stood with us when we first announced this project over 2 years ago, and we're happy that you're able to join us here today. On behalf of Facebook, I want to say thank you for your continued support. And without you being here, we wouldn't be here today. I also want to thank Andrew Rainbolt and the Sarpy County Economic Development Corporation. You two have been with us from the beginning. And welcome to Superintendent Rickley of the Papillion La Vista Community Schools for joining us today. I think it's fair to say that we wouldn't be here without the exceptional support of other important community members, including Sarpy County, the Municipal Utilities District, and our public utility company, OPPD. And although they could not be here today, I want to recognize Senator Fisher, Senator Sass, and Representative Bacon. But thank you for all of you being here today. Before we hear from others, we'd like to show you a short video about Facebook's Papillion Data Center.
We're just really excited to have Facebook here. Obviously, it's a world-class company. We think they picked the right location for their data center here.
Nebraska's never seen anything like this. I'm just excited to see the doors open, the lights turn on, and see so many months of hard work come to fruition.
You know, Papillion has started out as a very small pioneer town, and now we're in 2019, and we're getting larger. We're just going to continue to grow.
Facebook is a huge internationally recognized brand with a terrific reputation for giving back to the community. So to have an organization of its stature, of its brand, of its cachet in our backyard is a really big positive deal.
The physical impact of just the buildings themselves as they've been coming out of the ground has been huge. People come up to me and they say, hey, what the heck is being built out there?
I never envisioned working for Facebook in the Midwest. I could not believe that Papillion was going to get a Facebook data center. The sheer number of construction workers on site, seeing all of the tradesmen at work, before we're even taking traffic, before we're even up and running, we've already made a huge impact here in Nebraska.
Just driving down the Highway 50 corridor and seeing these immense buildings really changes the landscape physically.
The greatest thing about Nebraska, if you want to start a business or expand your business here, is our people. When you hire a Nebraskan, you get somebody who is well educated, who's got a great work ethic, who's customer oriented, who's loyal, and will help your company succeed.
Many people relocate to Papillion, Nebraska because of the quality of life and because of the quality of the public schools. So to have a company like Facebook move in, I think really does affirm the job that we're doing as a community, as a city, as a state.
Well, I see Facebook as a great asset for this area to help bring more business development to this area.
I have been so impressed with Facebook from day one of how they want a relationship. I've heard several examples from small business people that Facebook reached out to them. Hey, I need this certain supply or this certain product, and they're coming to local mom and pops to buy those products. I think it's part of their core value. We've seen it from day one, and they said, how do we get engaged and how do we be part of this community? And they are doing it every day.
We have made a commitment to only function off of renewable energy.
Now, obviously, it takes a lot of energy to run a data center. You know, to have a company that's conscious about that and is willing to be a part of that movement.
It's not just about Facebook, it's about really how do we make sure the whole world is better? And that's one of the things I think is great about having Facebook in our community is they're really that community-minded organization.
Certainly, Nebraska is open for business, so I'm anxious for the future between Facebook and the state of Nebraska.
As you can see, it's been an incredible journey so far. And now I'd like to introduce Rachel Peterson, our Vice President of Data Center Strategy. Rachel.
Thank you, Jim. Boy, it is really good to be here with everybody today. So thank you for joining us. We really are excited to be here and happy to have you here with us. So first, I want to start off by thanking Governor Ricketts for being here. We met Governor Ricketts, I think it was about 4 years ago now, and met him a number of times since, and even before we selected this site. And what I can tell you about the governor is that he is a tireless advocate for this state and for the people of Nebraska. And he's been a great partner for us and has helped bring this project to reality. So thank you, Governor. I also want to thank Mayor Black for his support throughout the entire process. We've also had a great partnership with you, and thank you so much for your support through this. And to the members of the community, thank you so much for helping us to celebrate this very important milestone. A big part of why we chose Nebraska, and Papillion specifically, is because of partners like you, so we're very happy to have you here with us today. Today, we are happy to announce that Facebook's Papillion Data Center is now serving traffic. Woohoo! This means that this building is now part of the global infrastructure that brings Facebook apps and services to people around the world each day. While construction continues on this site, today we are opening our very first building. Since we started on construction on this site in 2017, we have put in more than 9,000 tons of steel, poured over 180,000 cubic yards of concrete, and had a daily average of 1,000 construction workers who together put in over 6 million hours of work. As with all of our data centers, the Papillion Data Center will reach LEED Gold certification due to our sustainable designs and practices. For example, during the construction of our first two buildings here, we were able to recycle over 90% of the project's construction waste instead of sending it to landfills. Woo. And as we have said from the beginning, Facebook is committed to this community and investing in its long-term viability. As part of that commitment, today we are also announcing a partnership with Papillion La Vista Community Schools and the Schools Foundation to invest in STEM education at local high schools. With Facebook's help, Papillion La Vista schools will build skilled and technical trade centers of excellence that will help prepare students in skilled trades in STEM. You will hear more about this new partnership from Superintendent Rick Lee in a few moments, but we are so happy to help strengthen STEM education in this outstanding school district. And as part of our commitment to the community, we are building one of the most advanced energy-efficient data centers in the world. Last year, we announced that all of Facebook's operations will be powered by 100% renewable energy in 2020. And this data center is a big part of us achieving that goal. When we chose Nebraska, we started working with OPPD to create a new renewable energy tariff that allows customers to purchase renewable energy options for their operations. Today, our data center is supported by 100% renewable energy from a wind farm in Dixon County, Nebraska. That project alone brought more than 300 jobs and millions of investment to that area. So we're really proud to have that wind farm up and running and to power our data center. Your partnership and support have made the Facebook Papillion Data Center a reality. And we are excited to be here and be working with you, Sarpy County, and the state of Nebraska in continuing to build a relationship and thrive in this community. What we want to say is that Papillion is our home, and we look forward to continuing this strong partnership for years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rachel. And please welcome Governor Ricketts.
Well, good morning, everybody. Are you excited? Yeah. Well, we're very excited. Jim, Rachel, thank you very much. Welcome to Nebraska. Just so you know, I know that when we came out to visit you in Menlo Park, it was about 4 years ago, we told you a lot of great things about Nebraska. But one of the things that we keep a secret, but now that you're here, we'll tell you, it's like this all year round. We have San Diego weather. We just don't tell anybody. We want to keep it our little secret, okay? Because now you know. Well, welcome everybody, and thank you for being here to help celebrate this grand opening of the Facebook Data Center. And we are incredibly excited to have Facebook as part of Nebraska. So thank you so much for your investment here. You talked, Rachel, about some of the things that are important about the jobs that have been created, the over 1,000 construction jobs. There'll be a couple of hundred jobs here working in this data center. And this data center, you've got an idea of it as you drove up, but it's 2.5 million square feet. Isn't that right? 2.5 million square feet? And it's been an over $1 billion investment so far. But the construction is going to continue, I think, till at least 2023, right? So there's more work that's going to be done here. So we're very excited to have this center open and to see it continue to grow and add to Papillion. So thank you very much for your investment here and for the jobs that you're creating. You know, Rachel mentioned a little bit about Facebook and how they got here. And one of the things I want to point out is what a great community partner Facebook is. Because she mentioned this tariff, and I don't know if you all picked up on that. When Facebook came here and they wanted 100% renewable energy, they didn't want it just for them. And they didn't want a rate just for Facebook. They wanted a rate that anybody could access. And so that's what they worked on with OPPD, is to create that rate so that not only Facebook, but anybody who wanted that renewable energy could have access to it. And that really demonstrates Facebook's commitment to the community, that they are not just about growing their company, but making sure the entire community does well. And that tariff is one of the great examples of it, but also working together with Papillion La Vista Schools on the STEM program. And also thank you very much for your donation to the Red Cross to help us out when we went through our flooding as well. So we're grateful for your contribution. So yeah, thank you. So thank you very much for your already involvement here in the community. We're very grateful. And of course, it's helping us grow the Silicon Prairie here in Nebraska, because these are great high-paying jobs that are part of that tech community and really are adding on to the overall data center hub that we have here in Nebraska to be able to help companies like Facebook be able to serve their customers. And we're very excited to be able to do that. Now, we got here today from a process, as Rachel again was kind of talking about. It started years ago when we went to go visit them in Menlo Park. And as with all things, this is a team effort. This is not just one person who brings this together. I want to start by congratulating Mayor Black and the team at the City of Papillion, because they were great partners in this. And so congratulations, Mayor, for all your great work. But it is a number of other people were involved. Andrew Rainbolt, we talked about with Sarpy County, David Brow with the Omaha Chamber of Commerce and his team. I want to also especially recognize Tim Burke and Tim O'Brien for their great work on this. Now, as I said, it's a team effort, but OPPD really was the linchpin to make this happen. It was OPPD's ability to work with Facebook and to be able to provide them that tariff for 100% renewable energy that really helped us, really clinch this deal and get Facebook to come to Nebraska. So, Tim, thank you very much to you and your team. Tim was also out there when we went, Tim O'Brien was also out there when we went to go visit the folks in Menlo Park. I also want to thank the folks on my team who were also a part of this. The folks in economic development and Dave Rippey. But it was, again, a team effort from our standpoint, whether it was the Department of Transportation, the Department of Environmental Quality, Department of Labor. Everybody on my team was also a part of making sure that we could meet the needs for Facebook so that they could make the decision to come here to Nebraska. And of course, we wanted to make sure that your experience here was a great one, so we wanted to make sure everything was going smoothly. And Rachel and Jim have told me project has gone very smoothly. In fact, you're a little bit ahead of schedule, so that's always good, a little ahead of schedule. And that's what we want your experience to be here in Nebraska. One of the reasons why companies choose Nebraska is because we have a great workforce. Again, Nebraskans are just awesome to hire. We've got this central location. We've got great public power to help out. And then, of course, we've got a business-friendly state, and that's what we want. Is we want companies to invest here to help create the job opportunities for Nebraska families. And at the end of the day, for us, that's what it's all about, is allowing Nebraska families to be able to have the opportunity to send their kids to school, especially at great STEM programs like Papillion La Vista is going to create, go on that family vacation and enjoy the good life here in our state. And that's what economic development means, and that's what it means when companies like Facebook invest here and create those great paying jobs for our Nebraska families. So again, thank you to everybody who's a part of this team. Thank you to Facebook for your investment here. We're very excited to have you in Nebraska. We appreciate all your teammates here who are wearing those very sharp t-shirts, those Papillion t-shirts that are kind of the logo here for this data center. We're very excited to have this investment here in Nebraska. And again, thank you and congratulations to the entire team that made this possible here on our end. God bless you all for what you're doing, and God bless the great state of Nebraska.
Thank you very much. Please welcome Mayor Black.
Rachel and Jim, we want to thank you as well. A lot of thanks go out. I want to thank the City Council. If you'd raise your hands, I know Councilman Mumgard, Councilman Ingberger here. There's a lot of decisions are made in a project like this, and never once did this become a political issue. I think every vote was an 8-0 vote, and very little at a public hearing. And a lot of that is because of the City Council and how serious they took this project and how much they wanted the project and how involved they were. So thank you very much. And to the staff, if you're on staff, raise your hand. This project is of a scale that for the state of Nebraska is the major project, and you even probably look nationally, this is a very large project. You came to a small town, small staff, limited budgets, and we have a lot of other development going on, and one of the values we have is a project like this is not going to stall other development. We're not going to pit Facebook against other developers, and the staff did a tremendous job keeping everything going, including Facebook. I wouldn't want to count the number of the overtime they did, but it was the care they had for Facebook and the investment in that. So thank you for everything in the negotiations and working through that and getting us there. I mentioned it in the video, and it's been mentioned a couple of times. If I had one thing to say, it's community. What I have really been impressed with Facebook, I'll step back. When you have the initial groundbreaking and the initial announcement, there's excitement, and everybody's talking big, and it's wonderful, and we're all talking partnerships. Then you get through the construction process and reality hits. And then you have the opening. You're now years removed from the initial excitement. And at that point, especially with a local community, you tend to be forgotten in that. And now it's just a project in Nebraska or a project in the Omaha metro area, and you don't even know who the local community is. Facebook is the best example I have ever seen of a community that says, we identify to the community where we are at. It's the Papillion Data Center. They're investing in Papillion. But what I've seen is it's not just Papillion. They're investing in Sarpy County. So I know Springfield-Platteview School District is benefiting some because of the local sourcing of vendors and everything they do and the workers. All the communities of Sarpy County, so Springfield and everybody else is seeing the benefit of this here. So you're making an impact on 5 communities in the county. So thank you very much for that, and welcome to Papillion.
Thank you. Please welcome Superintendent Rickley.
Thank you very much, Jim, and happy Thursday, everyone. We, too, are incredibly grateful for this opportunity to be here today. We are incredibly grateful to partner with a world-class company like Facebook. You've really, by including us at the table, you've sent a really strong message to our school district, to our community, to our state, that this is the place to be, and we couldn't be prouder to be part of that. I'd like to especially thank Facebook for their support of the Papillion La Vista Schools skilled and technical trades. We heard a little bit about it during the video, and I'd like to take just a minute to talk about it. I'd also like to thank John Erickson, who's our executive director of our foundation, who's here today, who's also helped make this possible. This skilled technical trade program will make a permanent and enduring mark on our schools and establish a unique educational program in the Papillion-La Vista Community Schools, specifically a skilled and technical science pathway experience for our high school students. The Papillion-La Vista Schools Foundation has worked side by side with district leadership to facilitate these relationships, which will fund an innovative 5-year funding agreement courtesy of Facebook and their support. School districts simply cannot do it alone. Facebook's leadership and support is going to help make this innovative program a reality. As a cornerstone sponsor of this program, Facebook is supporting the development of new pathways and exciting collaboration, which is going to help educate the next generation of skilled and technical trades workers. Their support will provide students training and career opportunities that we simply couldn't do on our own. These skilled trades and technical science positions will create a difference for our students today and tomorrow. Once again, I'd like to thank Jim and Rachel for your support. I'd like to thank Facebook for their partnership. We just can't wait to get started with you. Thank you, everyone.
So this is a grand opening. We don't want to mark the occasion by cutting a ribbon, but rather by lighting our like button. And while we like being online here in Nebraska, we love Papillion. So thank you so much for hosting us and helping to make this our home. All right. Okay, so thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We have some tours coming up, so please listen for your tour number. Thank you again for being here today.